It's been a hot minute since I've gotten a new driver, and because the tech has changed so much over the last 20 years, let's say, I figured the best course of action, the best way to get fitted for a driver that will work for my swing speed, for what I'm looking for, is to get fitted. So we are on our way to Puetz Golf Superstore in Seattle, Washington. I chose that store because A, it's local, B, they just seem down to earth. The driver I've been using this whole time is a 975J, which I've had since I was in high school. And then one of my buddies gave me a 907D2, which is from like 1989. I'm also running a little bit late. Right now my GPS says that I will get there at 3:57, and my fitting is at 4. If you're gonna do this the right way, you're supposed to show up like 20-30 minutes beforehand and warm up. Front runners, the clubs that I want, again, budget in the 200 to 400 range. The drivers that I'm looking for are the TS series from Titleist. Yeah, I'm not going for the latest and greatest because A, my golf game doesn't need it. B, I'm not trying to go pro. C, I'm just looking for something that's a little bit more forgiving than my driver from, I think it's 1997. I mean, for $50, I'm hoping to try out different brands. I'm hoping to get a little bit more educated on the shafts. Like, is a stiff shaft from X manufacturer the same as a stiff shaft from Y manufacturer, and what are the differences? Because I don't know. I'm hoping to get a feel for different brands, because when else would you be able to do that? I guess you could go to a store and try different drivers and brands on your own, but I wouldn't know what to look for. Things like spin rate and loft, like, I don't know what optimal is for me. I'm hoping to just be able to like open up Pandora's box with all the brands and try out everything. You know, I do know I have an hour. So, you know, if I need to be focused, I'm doing Titleist and TaylorMade. But yeah, hoping to try Mizuno's, Pings, Cobras. Why am I looking for a new driver? Why now? And the answer is forgiveness. The things that I was looking for before when I had these drivers that I have today is distance. I was a scrawny little kid in high school, and basically the driver that gave me the most distance was the right driver for me. But nowadays, yes, I'm not as scrawny as I was and all of that, but I don't practice as much as I used to. And because of that, I don't have as much control of specifically my line on drivers. And I'm finding that on the latest rounds, I've been giving away anywhere from 4 to 8 strokes on bad tee shots, basically tee shots that went out of bounds or into hazards. The priority right now is hitting on the fairway, keeping the ball in play, setting up for the next shot. So a lot more strategic playing now, and you know, the fact that I'm not playing competitive golf means I don't have to hit the ball certain distances. I don't have 450-yard par 4s anymore. And so, you know, as long as I hit like 260 down the middle every single time, that's what I'm looking for. The other thing that I'm looking for today is like, how much of it is my swing, let's be real, versus the club. And so, yeah, the name of the game right now is forgiveness. I don't really care so much about control or ball flight, like ball shapes. Yeah, I think that would have been out of bounds. I'm aiming for the tree. So that's an extra stiff, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which is for your swing speed. You're swinging at 10 miles per hour past the threshold of what I would consider safe.
Wow, okay. Maybe that's why I'm like spraying it a little bit. Yeah, those last two, I wouldn't mind those at all.
Okay, let's try that.
It feels good. Is it a 9 also?
Yes.
You gotta stop trying to kill it too. Thank you.
Not bad. Pretty comparable, but
much better than the other one.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers are right around the same.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a hair quicker there. And you can look at that dispersion too. It took a little bit more, but essentially spin rate was a little bit higher. Carry, I mean, total is right around the same, so.
Got it. Thank you. What was that?
A weird driver.
Won't try to kill it.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not quite there with the rest of them though.
Yeah, that felt weird.
Yeah. So let me start making some minor adjustments.
Can you give me a rundown on the shaft? Like,
yeah, so that one's just the hazardous. That's another one of the stocks.
Okay.
It's the hazardous Gen 4 black, so it's going to be slightly lighter than the Tensei.
Okay.
The first one we tried, but it's going to have a lower launching profile.
Okay. Just like the way it's built?
Yep.
Okay. Got it. And it's like, is that just preference?
It's based on like trying to fix certain things, but.
Gotcha. I like the way it feels and sounds and all that.
So you got 185 out of it?
Okay, let's take a look at those two compared to the previous. So that's 170 versus 165 ball speed. Ball speed's quicker, distance is overall slightly better. I also I didn't want to tell you this before you hit it, just because it was going to throw you off, but this is a ½ inch shorter.
Okay.
So I just think it's a better profile for your swing.
Okay. So is it like
number right here, we hit 6 degrees up on the ball. That's really rare that I ever see something this high.
What does that mean?
It means when you come through, you hit up on it,
so
you generate a ton of launch because of it.
That's so crazy. You can change this on the fly. It's like all new to me.
This tip is the best because and you can. So what I've done here is I've moved it to a B1 setting.
All right.
B1 is just flattening the toe.
Okay.
That can help us kind of not have as many of those pull shots out to the left. Miss hit, but still pretty.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It's off to the toe.
Yeah, I was like high on the toe too. That's a really bad spot to miss, but.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I don't practice as much as I used to. That's kind of a miss hit too, but.
Let me see it.
Not out of bounds.
Okay, so I added 2 grams.
Okay.
I do think that's a better shaft for you though, ultimately.
Okay.
It's 60 grams, so it's a tad bit lighter, but it's got a lower launching profile.
Okay, cool.
Extra stiff. I know he's kind of going to say you're an extra stiff swing speed.
Okay. What's the threshold like?
105.
105, okay. Oh, that felt so good.
Miss hit.
Yeah.
Still really fast.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's make sure that we don't want the ping, but this is, I don't even want you to see, I don't even want to see any more with this. There's epoxy loose in the head too.
Yeah, those two are exactly what I'm looking for. I mean, honestly, this one and the Titleist are pretty close.
I mean, like the ping is right there. It's a great club. You've hit your farthest shots probably with it. The thing with the ping, it is a more expensive. It's $100 more is the big thing. So
what we're going with is a hazardous extra stiff. This has got all these numbers, which I don't know what they mean. 6.5, 3.3, 60 grams low spin. It's a TSR2, B1 setting, 9 degrees loft. And I thought that this here would kind of bother me, the logo here on the top. It kind of does. I wish it wasn't there, but not as bad as I thought. These things you just don't get looking at it on a website. See, that's a miss, but it's in the fairway. So today we tried the Ping G430, the QI10, the TSR9, TSR2 Loft 9. And TSR9 felt the best, was the most forgiving. QI10 just sprayed to the right. Felt like hitting with a pool noodle. Ping was a close second. It's gonna be between the G430 and the G430 and the TSR2. You get to try all these shafts right here, which you wouldn't if you were just shopping around at a store. So I've been using a shaft that's stiff, but I should be using extra stiff according to my swing speed. That would explain the spraying left and right. Can't go at the ball as aggressively, getting fitted for an extra stiff. If I hit a perfect shot, it's 290. With the other clubs, the more advanced, more modern clubs, that was like my average. So distance-wise, it's about the same, but with the newer club, it's gonna be way more forgiving. All right, so that's a wrap. I got my club. I'm gonna go online and order it. It's definitely helpful to try different brands, different shafts, to be a beneficiary of the fitter's knowledge. So now I know exactly what to get. I know what shaft stiffness I need, brand, loft, adapter configuration. So yeah, well worth my 50 bucks. Decided not to go with a new club just because, you know, I'm not trying to like compete or, you know, perform the best. All I want really at this stage is more forgiveness. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Second Swing and get the club that I need for my game, for my budget. And yeah, ultimately a great experience, would highly recommend. They are the best in the Northwest. So yeah, highly recommend.